Hello, good morning. This is your daily outlook for Friday, the 18th of May. The euro plummeted against the dollar, sliding to a 4-month low at 126.55 from 127.48 as risk aversion dominates the markets. World equities tumbled as investors fear that Greece may leave the euro after the second election in the country in June. Poor economic data from the US and concerns about the growing instability among Spanish banks further weighed on the single currency. Credit rating agency Moody's downgraded 16 Spanish banks, while shares in Bankia, the state-rescued lender, plunged on news that clients have withdrawn $1 billion in the past week. Fitch downgraded Greece's rating from B- to CCC, the lowest possible grade for a country not in default, citing the heightened risk that the country may leave the Eurozone. The US dollar strengthened yesterday. Sentiment in the market was further hurt by weaker than expected economic figures from the US. Against the safe haven Japanese yen, the greenback dropped to a 3-month low at 79.13 from 80.37 after the US Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index surprised the markets by showing a disappointing figure of -5.8, while 10 was expected. The negative reading signals an economic contradiction, adding further on the Federal Reserve's concerns about the pace of the US economic recovery. Japan's Finance Minister Jean Azumi said that the Bank of Japan is ready to intervene in order to stop the yen from rising further. The British pound continues to decline against the dollar, falling to 157.32 from 159.20 following the Bank of England inflation report released on Wednesday. The report left the possibility open for another round of quantitative easing, while emphasising on the increasing risk the UK economy faces by the Eurozone deepening debt crisis. Looking at commodities, we saw oil fall to $91.60 a barrel from $93.86. Gold edged higher to $1,579.78 an ounce from $1,542.55. And against the euro, it edged higher to €1,239.69 from €1,210.86. Silver advanced to $28.30 an ounce from $27.40. Now let's take a look at what the currencies are doing this morning. The euro-dollar pivot points at 127.30 with a preference to enter into short positions at 127.30. The dollar-yen pivot points at 79.70 with a preference to enter into short positions at 79.70. The Aussie dollar pivot points at 0.9895 with a preference to enter into short positions at 0.9895. The sterling dollar pivot points at 158.35 with a preference to enter into short positions at 158.35, and the dollar CAD pivot points at 101.35 with a preference to enter into short positions at 101.35. Looking at commodities, the oil pivot points at 92.90 with a preference to enter into short positions at 92.90. The gold pivot points at 1558 with a preference to enter into long positions at 1558, and the silver pivot point is at 27.40 with a preference to enter into long positions at 27.40. And of course, for more up-to-date information, please visit us at easy-forex.com. And on the calendar, the market mover is the Canadian Consumer Price Index, forecast to fall to 0.3%. Now onto equities. In Europe, the FTSE was down 1.24%, the DAX was down 1.18%, and the CAC was down 1.20%. In the US, the SP 500 was down 1.51% and the Dow was down 1.24%. In Asia at the time of writing, the Nikkei was down 2.99% and the Hang Seng was down 2.59%. It's been your Daily Outlook. I'm Emma and Joe from the Easy Forex Dealing Room. Have a great weekend.
Not only have you found a great place for Forex news, you found a great place to trade it. Registration is easy. Just click Join Now. Membership has its unique benefits, such as the freeze rate, the trade simulator, the inside viewer, and personal dealers. Your personal account manager waiting for you now.